Number 9, an influencer empowers others. Every year I go to Walmart to speak to their top 200 executives. And the first time I was at Walmart, I just went all over their place just looking at their stuff. And in one of these signs, I'll never forget, where they have most of their major meetings, it said, "Through these doors pass ordinary people on their way to accomplishing extraordinary things." I thought, boy, there's an empowering statement. Questions to ask before you empower others. Like number 1, do I believe in people and feel that they are my organization's most appreciable asset? Number 2, do I believe that empowering others can accomplish more than individual achievement? Number 3, do I actively search for potential leaders to empower? Number 4, would I be willing to raise others to a level higher than my own level of leadership? Number 5, would I be willing to invest time developing people who have leadership potential? Number 6, would I be willing to let others get credit for what I taught them? Number 7, do I allow others freedom of personality and process, or do I have to be in control? Number 8, would I be willing to publicly give my authority and influence to potential leaders? Number 9, would I be willing to let others work me out of a job? Number 10, would I be willing to hand the leadership baton to the people I empower and truly root for them? I recently did a round table with executives, 30 of them in a room. They could ask me any question they wanted to ask me. It was an incredible day. I love that kind of an engaging atmosphere. Every once in a while, I do that with leaders. One of the questions one of them asked me that day is, how do I keep focused with so many distractions? I said, John, you write, you speak at conferences, you seem to accomplish quite a bit. With all the distractions, how do you do that? And I looked at him and I spoke to him and I said, you've got to have a good assistant. And then I began to talk to him about Linda Eggers, my assistant, who's been with me for several years. And I talked about how that she sets my schedule, how she handles my finances, how she takes care of all of my calendar issues, how she takes care of my entire family, sets up all of my travel. And I began to talk to him about all the great things she does for me. And when I really got done, one of the guys looked at me and said, and what did you do? And I said, nothing. I'm worthless. This is a great job. Just worthless. And then I had an opportunity to share with them how other people could come alongside of them, like Linda has me, or like Charlie, who helps me with my writing, or like Don, who takes care of my daily affairs so that I don't have to deal with any of those issues. And I talked to him about having all these people around me that make up a difference. And then I remembered back at Hillham where I could not pay for anybody. In fact, they could not even pay for me. And how I began to get volunteers to use their gifts to help me. And I got volunteers who had gifts of administration to come in one afternoon a week and file for me, and how that we began to really empower other people to do the work. And all of a sudden I realized it's more than having an assistant. It's more than having an inner circle. It's more than having just a good team around you. It's a mindset. And the mindset is basically this: I am going to be best at what I do if I do what is best. And I will be better at what I do if I empower others to do everything else for me. And the power of empowerment is absolutely huge. And I stand here and I share with you that when it comes to Linda, when it comes to these people, I am so indebted to them. I never can repay them. I never can repay them because they allow me a freedom. They allow me a level that I would never be on if it wasn't for them. So yes, I've empowered them. But in empowering them, guess what they have done? They've empowered me. It's a two-way street. So let me give you the empowerment decisions that I made concerning an assistant. Number one, when I decided I was really going to use an assistant and let them run my life, number one, I determined not to know everything. I made that decision. And I don't know everything today. I don't know everything that happens at the office. I don't even want to know everything. It's the difference between Jimmy Carter and Ronald Reagan. It's the difference. Jimmy knew it all. Stayed up late at night. Studied all the facts. Very intelligent. Ronald